Hey guys, welcome back to Project Napalm JL. I'm Clint.
I'm Emma.
And we're going to be giving a little TJ love today. So we've been having a situation where we've been getting a sporadic cat code off and on, and I've cleared it a couple of times knowing what it was. I did check the O2 sensors, and the sensors are fine. I ran a run check on my OBD2 code reader, and the O2 sensors are working like they're supposed to. So that narrowed it down to the cat. And when it's acting up, it spits and sputters and drinks the hell out of some gas. So the weird thing is sometimes I'll clear it and it'll come back and then it'll just magically disappear. Yeah, she said, "Did you clear that code?" "No." It just went away.
Just disappeared.
All right, so what we decided to go with, there's a bunch of them out there. You got to be careful though, because the California and New York emissions, if you have a state that does the inspections and actually gets under there and looks, you got to be careful which one you get, and it all depends. It doesn't matter where you live, it matters what your Jeep came from the factory with. So it wasn't an issue for us. We ordered the one that we wanted, and it's not going to cause us any inspection issues. So what we went with was the Flowmaster cat kit. We got it off Amazon. It was like $231. So, and there's some out there you can pay upwards of $1,000 for them if you want to, but you know, the name like Flowmaster, this is going to be sufficient for our needs. All right, so here's your pre-cats. You can see this is mandrel bent. It's not ribbed. This is a smooth bend. Some of them you'll see, they'll have they don't use a mandrel when they bend this tube, and so it'll have like ribs in it. You don't want that. You want a mandrel bent tube, because as this exhaust comes out, if it's ribbed in here, it'll disrupt the flow of the exhaust and it won't run as well. So you want a smooth bend. It's got the O2 sensor port here and here. You've actually got 4 O2 sensors on this 4.0 liter. 2 of them are up above these pre-cats in the exhaust manifold, and then you have 2 of them, one on each side below each pre-cat. And then it comes with a new actual catalytic converter too, and this is all clamp on. Reuse the OE hardware. We ought to be good to go. We've already got these 2 O2 sensors disconnected from the wiring harness, so we're going to drop this and then remove the O2 sensors once we have it out. So let's get started. Ouch! God damn it! Fucking hurt. twist it around and get this. Damn it, dirt fell right in my damn ear.
And there's the last screw.
Oh,
this
shit.
one was a devil to get out. And he just hit his head.
Yeah, because I got something in my ear. All right, so we'll try. So, guys
And
gals, this is what we ended up having to do. Had to piece all these extensions together because you can't, there's not enough room in there to get it with a ratchet and get the amount of torque on it that it needed, because I mean the bolts were all rusted together. So we had to improvise and use a 9-inch, a 6-inch, and a 3-inch extension with a short 15 millimeter socket. I know you don't use chrome sockets with an impact, but my impact sockets they're not really shorts. They're almost like medium lengths, and it was just a hair too long. So using the chrome socket and these extensions, I was able to get it in there at the angle I needed to get it in there and get the bolts out. So now we gotta drag this out and get the O2 sensors out. Right on, and get a beer. All right, Sam's got a wire brush and she's working on those threads on those bolts, and then when she gets done with that, I'm gonna soak them down with a lubricant and probably chase them with my tap and die kit just to make sure the threads are good and fresh, and hopefully they'll go back up in there a little bit easier. I've soaked the O2 sensors down with PB Blaster and fixing to get the O2 sensor tool out and get these out. Because these sensors are position specific. If I remember correctly. Unscrew it. So we got the old cat out. It was a pain in the butt. Only 2 bolts in this end, but they were underneath the transmission cross member, and there just was literally no room to get to it with anything. I did using the impact, but we had to do some body contortion and turn the impact upside down and over top of the transmission, and anyway, we got the sumbitch off, and so now we're going to drink a beer, take a break, and start reassembly. So we got the new cat. Those are the pre-cats, got them back up in there. You can see they're kind of burning off that manufacturing oil. It really wasn't all that difficult. It was more of a pain in the butt getting the old one off than getting the new one on, but it definitely started up better. And I will say this thing fits extremely well. I mean almost exactly like the factory one did. So, oh shit, I almost burnt my microphone because we've had it running. I want to make sure it didn't throw any codes. So there's all the clearance. It's like I said, it fits just about exactly like the factory one did. So, good deal. This project is done. All right, guys. It really wasn't a step-by-step how-to. It was a pain in the butt getting the old one off, but we got it done. And like I was saying, I know I showed you guys in the video what we had to do to get the old one out, using all those extensions to get the pre-cats out. When you're putting it back in there, what we did was, M took a wire brush, cleaned the bolts up real good, and then I chased them with a die, and we put some anti-seize on them, and we used a floor jack. Once we got it up in there in place, we used a floor jack with some 2x4s and I think a 4x4, right? And held the
New one.
yeah, the new one up in place where I could get the bolt started. And then I actually was able to use a 15 millimeter ratcheting wrench, and it was really simple at that point. You got anything you want to add, sweetie?
No, sounds really good.
It sounds a lot better.
Gonna take it for a spin here in a minute.
Yeah, we'll put I'll put a link to this part if you're a TJ owner with the 4.0 and you need a new cat. I'd recommend this one, and we'll have a link to it in the description. All right, guys, till next time, keep the shiny side up. Jeep on. You're still here? Go away. It's over. And if you want one of these Project Napalm t-shirts, there'll be a link in the description.